we have the Final Reckoning coming out on May 23rd. And in terms of just on film, this franchise has stayed relevant for 30 years now.
Ooh.
I mean, the original Mission movie came out in 1996. I was in the fifth grade. I remember buying that soundtrack on CD. I still have that somewhere.
That's
And the
incredible.
maybe the weirdest thing about this franchise, Rotten Tomato score, shockingly consistent, and they're actually climbing. The longer this
Hmm.
goes on, they get higher. So will Final Reckoning maintain that streak?
Mm.
Or are we due for franchise fatigue? I don't know. I don't really see
Nah.
much of a drop off, to be honest with you, because this looks great. I'm gonna go, and this does not leave you any room whatsoever. I'm saying 97% though.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, I'm going at 93%.
Hmm.
I think it'll go down a little bit. Now I should have said 96%. That way it would have really screwed you. But honestly, I do think that it's going to go a little bit lower um with this. Main reason being is that I don't think that it's going to be fatigue. I think there's going to be something in the plot or story that's going to cause critics to go like, wait a second, what? I do think that whatever it is, it's going to involve AI. It's going to involve that mask that Ethan puts on,
Hmm.
seeing into the future, whatever that is. We speculated on the last episode about that. So if you want to know our thoughts, go and listen to that. But I feel like in my gut, I feel like it's going to drop below Fallout, below Dead Reckoning. And if I had to guess, once this comes out, I feel like our scores will be flipped with critics, where we'll like this a little bit more than Dead Reckoning, and critics will like this a little less than Dead Reckoning.
You mentioned the reason why you think there would be a drop was plot reasoning.
Yeah.
I think that was Dead Reckoning because that was the reason why I wasn't fully on board with that because that the AI threat threw me off. I wasn't huge on that. I need to rewatch to see if I still feel that way. I think if they just maintain it, there's no way
True.
this drops down because I just don't think they're going to introduce anything that would throw anybody off at this point, unless he's going into some Tron universe to fight the AI, which would be awful.
Yeah.
I think that the thing that he gets into, like you mentioned, my prediction was I think that's going to show the future and what they need to do to stop it. Because you had mentioned, well, maybe it is he's literally going to fight AI, and that's how they're going to defeat it. I just that would be absurd. That if
Yeah.
that's true, I could see people being turned off. I just don't think they're going to go that route. And I think the story damage, if you were going to throw anyone off, it would have been that last movie. And it didn't. The people weren't phased by it. They loved it, critic wise, especially. So that's why I'm 97. I think it's more likely it'll get in between you and I.
Yeah.
95% maybe. I would be
Yeah.
shocked if this is below 90%.
Yeah, I would too, but at the same time, there's something in my gut saying that it's going to scrape the bottom of the 90s, and I don't want it to. But yeah, I should have went with 96, and then
You could have. You want to change it, you can. It
no,
eliminates some kind of fun for us
I'm
score
going
wise, but
I'm going to keep 93% because that's what my gut says.